lovely Scorpios. Guys, this is your reading for December 2024. Thank you for being here. Now, oh my goodness, Scorpio, where do I start? Initially, I saw a vision of a guy looking at himself in the mirror very intensely. He wasn't being vain, he was deep in thought. And the thoughts running through his mind related to who he really was, what he really wanted, and how he was going to be moving forward in the future. Really deep analysis. Archangel Michael then showed me two symbols. Very interesting, two mathematical symbols. One related to the sum of in Excel. I don't know whether or not you guys are familiar with Excel. It's a particular package relating to calculating mathematics. Accountants use it a lot. But if you add up numbers and then you press this little symbol in Excel, all the numbers add up. It's a quick way of doing it, okay? It's called the sum of. I was then shown a symbol, which I looked up because I didn't recognize it, and it's called sigma. And it's almost looking like a capital E, or it looks like a capital E without the middle bar, right? And the word that came through, interestingly, was shelter, because it looks like a mini shelter. Looks like something that someone could sit in to protect them from the rain. If you imagine a capital E without the middle bar. Fascinating. And I said in my head, Archangel Michael, what is this all about? And he said, this Scorpio masculine is trying to figure out what he's made of, the sum of, and whether or not he is going to be moving forward in a particularly powerful energy, or whether or not he is going to be seeking shelter and therefore wanting to sit in almost a codependent energy. Now, this could be a highly intelligent Scorpio masculine, forgive me guys, who may be switching or swinging a little bit into his shadow. How do I need to come across to people to get what I want? Should I act as if I'm in victim mentality? I need help. I need you to help me. Or should I sort of bulldoze my way into their life? I don't know. Sorry, guys, but that's the energy coming through. Now, on top of that, before I lose you guys, you may be falling asleep at this point, I looked up sigma. What does it mean if someone is sigma? I've got my phone here, okay? Now, what it says is, commonly regarded as the rarest type of male, a sigma male is typically denoted as an archetype of a male who is similar to the alpha male. Now, the alpha male is all powerful, right? Now, the sigma male, unlike the alpha male, sigma males are more introverted and seek to dominate themselves. In other words, self-mastery. So, I saw this mathematical symbol, the E without the middle bar, and it looked to me like a shelter, which signifies codependency, wanting to be looked after, wanting to be taken care of, right? But if you look up the meaning of sigma, it's an introverted sense of self-domination. Okay, which is different. So guys, in basic terms, we have a masculine Scorpio who is very confused as to how he should portray himself to the world and whether or not he is comfortable into delving into the nooks and crannies which make up who he is. Okay, now either we're dealing with a masculine who has been through a huge amount, could have been through emotional trauma, that sort of thing. He could even have had a past life that was pretty traumatic, and he is still subconsciously swimming in those emotions subconsciously from a past life, okay, that might have been very difficult. Or he's very confused as to who or what he wants, to the point that he has created an identity for himself that he is now questioning. Am I who I've portrayed myself to be anymore? Do I want to continue to put a facade to the world? In which case, if I do, which facade should I put to the world? Right? Should I come across as someone that needs looking after, needs mothering, needs caring for? Or should I move forward with a lot of power, fake it until I make it type energy? Which would bring me the success that I'm looking for? Okay, so guys, if you are still with me, let's start this reading, finally. So here we go, guys. Now, the deck that I'm using is the Lionsgate Tarot. Everything you need is down below. I keep hearing the sum of. Who am I? The sum of. Okay. Archangel Michael, what do we have, please, for my lovely Scorpios? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. December 2024. Self-analysis, self-mastery, stripping themselves down to the core of who they really are, and then trying to figure out, do I have the confidence to portray who I really am to the world, or should I keep wearing a false mask? In which case, which false mask should I wear? Should I wear the victim mentality mask? Should I wear the alpha male mask, right? Power my way through. Be super confident. What should I do? Yeah, wow. I mean, true Scorpio fashion, right, guys? This could be a very deep reading, plumbing the depths of this person's personality. I'm now hearing ring fencing. Archangel Michael showing me an arena and somebody running around the arena trying to get out, but they can't find an exit. Whoever this guy is has been running in circles. It could even have been from himself, from who he knows he really is, because who he really is, he may feel will not be accepted by society or accepted by his community, his family, a group of people he may be working with. If I showed my true self, would I be accepted? I'm not sure. Running around in circles. Trying to get out of his head, maybe. The Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. This Scorpio masculine may have dreams of building up a serious amount of financial stability and then simply detaching from everyone he's known and head off in a completely different direction. Almost, okay, I've got what I need. I've worn this false mask. It served me. And now I want to detach and go and live in a different country and take the mask off and be totally myself. But I don't want to do that until I've made my money. That's what I'm getting. I want to make my money and then leave. And then I can be myself, my true self. So whoever this Scorpio masculine is does not feel they can reveal their true selves in the life that they're living right now, or in amongst a community of people, or in a family dynamic. They feel they have to wear a false mask, but it's becoming more and more difficult to pretend. More and more difficult. In the past, Five of Cups, I'm hearing again, who am I? I know I'm not happy, but who am I? After that time, the Nine of Swords, a sense of despair. I just can't be myself. I wish I could be myself. This masculine may have feared ridicule, rejection, confusion by other people around him, because up until now they have seen his false mask. Whether or not he's been playing the victim, whether or not he's been quite dominating with them, he's worn a mask. And so this guy feels, if I reveal who I truly am, not only is it going to confuse people around me, but I may be pushed out. And up until this point of time, this masculine couldn't bear that. I couldn't deal with that. It would be too much to cope with. But on the switch side, dealing with this false persona that they've created for themselves is just as taxing to live with. In this guy's thoughts, the moon, I just want to delve into the depths of who I really am by myself without anyone else around me, in case what I find disturbs me. Okay. In the immediate future, fascinating. Okay. We've got the Queen of Cups. Now, guys, this may be a little bit on the nose. This might be a little bit of a sensitive topic. But we could simply be connecting here with a group of masculines, or a particular masculine, who feels he was born into the wrong body. He feels he was born into the wrong gender, right? We could be looking at a masculine Scorpio who inside feels feminine and has been really struggling with that knowledge. If I tell friends or family how I really feel, it's going to be disapproved of. They're going to tell me I'm going crazy. They're going to reject me. I could be connecting with a Scorpio male who may be from a very traditional background, or could even have grown up in a very traditional male-dominating religion, okay? And this is a masculine who is desperately trying to fight convention, and up until now has been wearing this false mask. But there is a feminine who may be fighting to get out of this masculine. And he has been struggling with that knowledge of who he feels he really is. Now, guys, if that's going way too deep and it's not resonating with anyone out there, then this could be a masculine who is held in some kind of stronghold, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing barbed wire. Barbed wire. Strange. I'm seeing a roll of barbed wire. Barbed wire is what keeps cattle in. They put it on fences in fields sometimes. Barbed wire. It's very sharp metal wire. This might be a masculine who feels as if he's somehow being controlled to behave in a certain way, or live a particular life, or envelop a particular way of living, lifestyle, that he really can't cope with anymore. It could be to make family members happy. It could be because he feels he's got no choice. I have to pretend that this is who I really am, when deep down I know I'm not. I feel it's wearing thin. I feel he can't do this anymore. It's making him desperately unhappy. He may be wanting to be with a Queen of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio feminine, and break this tradition. I want to move out of the environment I've been living in because I want to be with a Queen of Cups, but I know that my family would disapprove because she may not be my religion, right? But I can't help it. This is the woman I want to be with. We could be looking at it that way. In this masculine spheres is the Ten of Cups. He's fearing that he will never achieve the Ten of Cups energy. First of all, because he's been living a lie. He's been lying to other people, but also he's been lying to himself for quite a long time. He may feel that all he wants is to be loved, but would I be loved for the person that I really am if I took off the mask? In the environment is the Empress. Interesting. Now, in the environment is either a mother who may quietly understand that her son is struggling with his identity. She hasn't said anything. She's very warm and nurturing and loving. Or this could be a masculine who was held in something like an arranged marriage. So he may be married to this Empress, but he may know that deep down he has identity issues. I am a traditionally married man of a particular religion. My religion dictates that I should conform as a husband, but deep down I know that my internal self is feminine and I'm really struggling with this life. I want to get out of this life. Or I am married to an Empress, but it is simply financial. I want to escape with a Six of Swords and tell someone how I really feel, tell someone that I really love them, who may be coming through as the Queen of Cups. Basically, I'm a married man, but I'm in love with somebody else. But this could be a man held in a marriage that would be very difficult to get out of. In this masculine's hopes, we have the Star. He's simply hoping for a dream come true, which could be either that people around him accept him if he does remove the mask, or that he can somehow find a way to be with a Queen of Cups. In the outcome, we have the Wheel of Destiny. I feel the divine is going to see to it that this masculine manages to move forward into a very different cycle, because he has to if he's going to keep his sanity. He has to. He has to either cope with revealing the mask, cope with people's reactions. He may be involved in a community of people or an environment that denotes that you must follow a certain path or you must follow a certain religion, you must behave in this way, and you simply can't do it anymore. So we could be looking at a masculine who may be trying to detach from an environment or a group of people simply because he has to be himself. It's time. Or we may be looking at a masculine who might be trying to get out of, say, an arranged marriage that does not fulfill him at all. Do I stand up to convention? Do I risk disappointing, upsetting, say, my parents in expressing how I really feel? There could be a lot of deep-seated guilt, whatever situation this guy finds himself in, because he knows it's not going to be easy for those around him. In his energy, clarification for him, we have the Four of Wands. He's thinking about his stability, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. And with the Four of Pentacles, up until this point of time, he's been hanging on to that stability. But in doing so, he's made himself incredibly unhappy because it's not what he really wants. He wants to feel emotionally fulfilled. He wants to be able to be totally himself. Whoever sat in the energy of the Empress could be his mother, could be his wife. Yeah, we've got the Five of Pentacles. She may see that this guy is tormented. If this woman represents his mother, then she knows deep down, intuitively, that her son is very unhappy because he's incredibly confused about his identity. She doesn't know how to help. She doesn't know what to do. But she's hoping he finds himself, he finds happiness in his life in what might be a very restrictive situation. If this is his wife, she feels left out in the cold because she knows emotionally there's nothing there. Seven of Wands. Whoever this is pulling away from the environment because they don't feel it's their business to interfere. If this is a wife who feels left out in the cold, what she may be thinking about is, if I kick up a fuss and say to my husband, I'm not emotionally fulfilled, I'm not happy because I don't think you're happy, she may risk losing her financial stability, so she's keeping her mouth shut. If this is a mother and she is concerned about her son, maybe because he is facing identity confusion, then she hasn't said anything because, first of all, she may feel it's way too personal, even as his mother, to delve into the depths of her son's emotions. Or she may feel that if she questions him, if she pushes him, if she moves towards him to say, I think we need a conversation here, she may feel that he would be so mortified that he would simply detach, and that would be the last time that she'd see him. Because this is a very, very proud masculine. Underneath the deck, Knight of Swords, I'm immediately hearing he's running away from himself. He's been running away from himself, feeling incredibly emotionally confused. What do I actually really want? Who am I? Who am I? Justice. It's as if when he looks in the mirror, he sees someone quite balanced, quite relaxed. But the other side of him, the deepest part of him, knows that he's not happy. He wants to try and bring balance to his life, but he doesn't know how to do it. So collective. Oh my goodness. Archangel Michael, what is this masculine's energy, please? The Six of Wands. Yes, he's been putting on a facade to everyone around him because he feels he has to. Because he's either married with the Hierophant, or this is a masculine who may be of a particular religion, which dictates he has to live his life in a particular way. King of Cups. Yeah, I could be dealing with a masculine Scorpio. Interesting. I'm also hearing gender neutral. Okay. What is he dealing with inside himself? Yeah, I knew it. Tower moment. Scorpio energy. He may have come to the realization of who he really is, his internal self, and how he really wants to live his life. But he knows he can't do it in the environment he's in for some reason. So he has been tempering taking any type of impulsive action. I'm just going to sit here and think about things. Think about how I'm going to manage this situation. Think about how I'm going to spread my wings and be truly myself whilst dealing with this restrictive, I'm seeing barbed wire again, this restrictive dynamic. In the past, with the Five of Cups, he knew he wasn't happy. He knew he was really unhappy. Yeah, Five of Swords, but he fought these alternative feelings he was having. He fought them. I don't want to be thinking about these things. I don't want to delve too deeply into this because it's worrying me. It's worrying me. After that, with the Nine of Swords, it got worse. Yes, with the High Priestess, it got worse because he was keeping this secret. he was keeping this secret within himself, or he may even have been finding himself thinking a lot about a Pisces or a Cancerian female with the Queen of Cups. I love someone else, right? But I can't do anything about it because they're not of my religion, or I'm married to somebody else. It was a painful realization, maybe, if that was the case. He's now thinking about his own emotion, the fact that he has been wearing a false mask, and he's sitting in fear. Wow, the devil. He may know that in the nicest sense he is in a toxic situation. He may have recognized that. I feel trapped. I feel very unhappy. I shouldn't have to deal with this life. But he may feel he can't get out of it. What do I do? What do I do? Well, we have the Two of Wands. Up until this point of time, he knows he's been standing at crossroads. He's been standing at crossroads. Wow, yes, about the Death card. Should I take off this false mask that I've been wearing to the world and reveal my true self, which may lead to rejection, disapproval, okay, by people around me who don't understand? People that may, in the nicest sense, be living in a slightly old-fashioned environment, or they may be very judgmental. And again, I don't wish to insult anyone. Or do I simply detach, having made my money, and go and live somewhere else where I know I can be truly myself because nobody knows me? Right? Nobody can ridicule me, or nobody can point a finger at me, or nobody can say to me, I don't approve, because I won't have anyone that I know around me. I will be living a fresh life as the person I really want to be. He's been thinking about all of this. Anything else? The Magician. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. He feels he can manifest change and transformation of his life, maybe transformation of himself within his life, but it's going to take courage. Does he have what it takes? He doesn't know. So collective, in the immediate future, we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress. Now, just to summarize, to remind you guys, this is either a masculine who feels he was born a man, but inside he's a woman. Okay. And he wants to come out as a woman, Queen of Cups. But he feels he's in an arranged marriage with a wife who would be shocked, or he feels he cannot get divorced, or he feels that if he tells his mother, she might reject him. He's very, very nervous about that, very stressed about that. Or he is in an arranged marriage or a restrictive marriage, and there's religion involved with a Hierophant. He's married maybe to an Empress, could be a Taurus or a Libra, who knows that he's not happy, but they have been together for quite a while because of the financial stability. But he is in love with a Queen of Cups, who would actually be his true partner, because he's coming through as the King of Cups. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress coming through for Scorpio? Thank you, Michael. 25th of January. Okay, guys, a couple of months. Okay. That's the only date coming through. So this masculine may want to have a serious conversation with someone around about the end of January. I think this is him preparing for a very big change. Archangel Michael, what energy is this masculine sat in? he's either battling with the knowledge that he is inside feminine. If people out there are resonating with that, he knows who he really is, but up until this point of time, he hasn't had the courage to come out, okay? Or this is a masculine who is in love with the Queen of Cups, but he is married already to someone, could be even an arranged marriage, or it may well be with the Empress that he feels his mother would disapprove because this Queen of Cups may not be of his religion. Let's have a look at the Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. This is a lot of confusion. This is him in his head. I don't know what to do. What is he considering here? I think I've just got to say it. I think I've just got to speak my truth. He may have done a lot of research. I don't know what that research would entail, but we've got someone here holding light bulbs, a light bulb moment, because of something he has recognized within himself or something that he's read in a book or online. The Three of Wands. I think this masculine, whatever situation he's in, is actually wanting to leave. He's wanting to leave the environment. He's wanting to head off, maybe even to live in another country. And he may even have been putting feelers out to see if he could work, in another country. Wow. King of Swords, he may even have been communicating with a masculine, Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Now this could be anyone. It could be someone he is romantically interested in, or this could be someone with a King of Swords energy dealing with work permits, paperwork, that sort of thing. He may, if he's married, have been trying to figure out how to get out of a marriage, seeking legal advice from a lawyer. Is he going to say anything to this Empress? Four of Swords. He's been thinking about this. He's been in deep contemplation about this. It may be that he doesn't know how to word it, how to start this conversation. What does he want to talk about? Oh, fascinating. Okay. If we look at this image, we've got someone who feels split down the middle, right? We've got half animal, half female, the way it's denoted, the way it's shown visually. This may be a masculine who wants to show his true self, but he feels if he does, he would be rejected by those around him, and that's incredibly sad. But guys, we still live in an environment where there are groups of people who are judgmental and assertively so, and we have to cope with that, right? Or this is someone who wants to get out of a situation. They are thinking about whether or not they should do it in a way where they talk about how upset they are emotionally. I'm very unhappy in the situation. I want you to understand it's been a very difficult thing for me to talk to you about this. Basically, a guy wanting to talk to his wife about divorce. I want to have a calm conversation with you because I've been very unhappy. Or whether or not he should be forceful, bring out this lion energy within him and simply say, this is what I'm going to do. This would be a statement rather than saying to someone, would you allow me to do this? The primal instinct may well be, I'm just going to say it as a statement and then leave. He's still on the fence, deliberating as to how to broach this. But what is the main energy he's thinking about? Yeah, he wants to close out the cycle. Close out a cycle of not being himself, or close out a cycle in an environment where he feels too restricted and it's not bringing him any emotional happiness. So let's have a look at the Empress. What's on her mind? Now, the Empress is either his wife or his mother. Okay. The Nine of Wands, she knows that this situation can't continue anymore either. She's aware of that. But with the Five of Wands, she hasn't said anything because she didn't want to cope with the drama or the arguments that might result. What else is going through her mind? She's thinking about the past. She's either thinking as a mother about when her little boy was very young. She may have felt deep down that there was another person inside him, you know, fighting to come out, that he might have smothered, right? I knew when my little boy was much younger who he really was, although I never said anything. Or this may even be a wife looking back at when she first met her husband. There might be quite a lot of history between these two. The Page of Wands. She may feel that this guy's been pretty tense recently. Page of Wands being a bit on edge. She may occasionally say to him, "How are you? Are you okay? You're not really talking to me." He may have fired back, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?" Bit defensive. So she may have held back from delving any deeper. She's learned to keep herself to herself, whoever she is. She's learned not to go there. Not to go there, yeah. But she has been tied up in her thoughts. What is he actually going to do? This woman's really been going through it. And it's not because this masculine has done anything wrong. It's because she simply doesn't know how to manage the situation she finds herself in. How can I make sure my son is happy and loved? And how can I make sure that he's safe going forward into the future if I know he's not being himself? This could be a wife who knows that her husband isn't happy. She may know that her husband's been very unhappy for the longest time, but she can't bear to think of leaving him because there's been a lot of history between the two of them, or she's sitting in a lot of financial stability. I could wreck my stability if I push him, right? Yeah, but she is heartbroken. This is a very difficult situation to cope with for her. And I think he knows that. He knows that. What's the energy between these two at this point of time? The Two of Swords. I don't think, guys, this masculine's going to have the courage to speak his truth. He's thinking about so much, but it's almost as if I just can't go there. I can't go there. It's going to be too emotionally invasive for me to speak my truth. I don't think I could actually do that. And whoever he's connected to, mother or wife, he may know that if he does speak his truth, it's going to cause this woman pain, and he doesn't want to do that. So we may have a masculine who is going to continue to wear a false mask, but I don't think, guys, it's going to last that long, because the final card is the Wheel of Destiny. He's not destined to stay in the situation. He is destined to embrace his courage and to walk forward into his future, his real future, his destined future. He's not where he's meant to be at this point of time. And I do feel this is going to involve a physical move. It's the only way he's going to be able to shake off the chains of stigma, judgment, and open up to the life that he really wants to live. It's the only way he can do that. So, with the Wheel of Destiny, what is going to happen here? All right. I think he's going to start off the conversation by saying, I need to have a conversation with you. This is to his mother, parents, or his wife. And he may say something like, you've known for a long time, since I was a child, or I'm so sorry, but I don't think you're going to like what I've got to say. What is he going to come out with? The Hermit. He may say to this Empress, I've been isolating myself from you for a period of time. I know that it might have confused you, but I had to really think about what I wanted for my future. I also had to figure out who I am and to put a plan in place to be happy going forward. And there's going to be a lot of conversation between these two, a lot of conversation. This guy is finally deciding to open up. What is this Empress's energy? The Four of Cups. She may say to him, you know what, I've known for the longest time that you wanted to live a different life, or you didn't really want to be with me, or you didn't want to stay connected to this family situation anymore. I know it. I've known it for quite a long time. I've known it for quite a long time. The Fool. Wow, I'm feeling quite emotional, guys. I think this woman is actually going to say to this guy, and remember, this could be his mother or his wife. What she's saying to him is, I think you should embrace your true self, your true desires, and head off in a direction that feels right for you. Go for it. I will release you from any feelings of guilt, remorse, regret. I want you to be happy and move forward into a life where you can be totally yourself and embrace your true destiny. The reason why she is saying that is because she knows that whatever she says, he is going to do that anyway. It's almost as if she could try and prevent him from doing this, or she could give him her blessing and say, go. I also feel this is a woman who understands that unless she allows him to do this, this whole situation is going to build up and build up and build up, and there's going to be a tower moment, and she doesn't want that to happen. She's preventing the tower by telling him, go live your life. What is he going to say? I think there's going to be a certain sense of relief. With the Ten of Wands, he may say to her, you know what, I've had this on my mind for the longest time. I've been trying to figure out the right time to talk to you or how to say this. But I felt so burdened about this, it became too much to bear. Basically, what he's saying to her is, I had to get this off my chest. I had to. Yeah. And I think with the energy of the Chariot, Cancerian energy, we've also got Aries there and Virgo. He's just going to go. He's just going to go. He's going to drop this burden and prepare for this new life. Yes. Yeah. Eight of Cups. This is a masculine who is having the courage to embrace a brand new future. So Scorpio, whoever you are in the mix, I really hope this reading has helped you. As always, do let me know if this is your story. I'm leaving it there. Take care of you, sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye now.